and welcome to another Absurd Heroine video. So today I'm going to be playing some jank, and you know how I love my jank. A friend of mine suggested this particular idea, and I took it and ran with it, and I got it to work a couple of times, more than a couple of times actually, and it's really fun when it does work. So let's go over the deck. It's built around a particular janky combo of World Shaper and God Eternal Bontu, so let's explain what this is exactly. Whenever World Shaper attacks, you may put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. This is not the important part. The important part is, when World Shaper dies, put all land cards from your graveyard into the battlefield tapped. And God Eternal Bontu is, a 5/6 menace creature god. This is really awesome, because she comes back whenever she dies. But the most important part here in this particular combo is when God Eternal Bontu enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of other permanents, then draw that many cards. So the combination is you have World Shaper out, and then you drop Bontu, you sacrifice all of your lands, and at that point it's at least 5 lands, right? And you sacrifice World Shaper. So that means that you draw at least 6 cards, and then World Shaper immediately puts all of those lands that you just sacrificed back into play. So you're basically drawing a ton of cards for no no cost. So that's the combo. And it does work out deliciously with a couple of other things that we put in this deck. So let's just go through it. First off, or third off, I guess, we have Merfolk Branchwalker, Jade Light Ranger, and Wildgrowth Walker, and these 3 cards are called the Explorer Core. So Explorer Core is based around Explorer. Merfolk Branchwalker is when Merfolk Branchwalker enters the battlefield, it explores, and then Jade Light Ranger explores twice. And exploring is reveal top card of your library, put that card into your hand if it's a land, otherwise put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, then put the card back on top of your library, or put it into your graveyard. So that's kind of like a more complicated Magic the Gathering interaction, but you'll see it in play as we go through this deck, as we play with this deck, because it happens quite a bit. So then Wildgrowth Walker doesn't actually explore, but whenever a creature you control explores, put a +1/+1 counter on Wildgrowth Walker and you gain 3 life. So it can get really big really fast, and if you are playing against like mono red or something like that, which cares quite a bit about what your life total is, then you can gain life and get back into like the safety zone. So Explore Core is really, really strong, and it's used in a lot of combo decks to kind of deal with the early game, because a lot of combo decks want like late game fun synergies, like this one, for example. And then Explore Core just kind of is filler that allows you to get there, right? It puts bodies on the field, it gains you life so that you don't have to, so that you don't die immediately to like mono red or mono blue or anything like that. So it's just good. Then we have Thought Erasure, which is more dealing with other decks. So this is dealing with control decks. So Explore Core is dealing with aggressive decks, and then this one's dealing with control matchups. So target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. That player discards a card, surveil 1. So it's just a good way of getting threats out of your opponent's hands and then kind of sifting through your own deck to find the stuff that you need. So then we have our Hydroid Crisis. When you cast this spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards rounded down each time. Flying Trample gets +1/+1 counters on it. So this is a really good late game card. When we do get the World Shaper God Eternal Bontu combination off, sometimes you get just a ton of lands onto the battlefield. And what's best to do with a ton of lands? Well, cast a Hydroid Crisis. And it also helps us draw into our combination if we don't have it, and it helps us gain life. So it kind of just gets around all of the different parts of the deck that you need. So then we have Finale of Revelation. Draw X cards if X is 10 or more. Instead, shuffle the graveyard into your library. Draw X cards to untap up to 5 lands, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Exile Finale of Revelation. So this card I added in late last night after I was playtesting this. So I haven't actually played with this yet. But one of the things that I was noticing was that I got like a bunch of land out on the field, and I was like, well, what can I do with all of this wonderful land? And another problem is that you're drawing a ton of cards, right? Because you can like draw all the cards for all the lands that you've sacked. You have a bunch of cards in your hand, and eventually you mill yourself. So this is a good way of getting around milling yourself. And it also keeps the cards in your hand because you end up having to discard a ton of cards. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that this will be really good. So anyway, next, Finale of Eternity. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If it's 10 or more, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this was another late addition that I haven't had the time to play with, but I think because you do get a lot of mana and all of your resources out and in the graveyard, like there's just a bunch of stuff that you have. You have almost all your resources available to you, and if Finale of Eternity hits when you have a lot of your Explore Core cards in the graveyard, then you just like gain a ton of life. That's just kind of like the Wild Growth Walker. Like if you have like 2 or 3 of these in the graveyard and 2 or 3 of these guys in the graveyard, then you just end up exploring like 5 times and gaining like 15 life. It's just, I have a feeling that it could be very strong. So then we, our Jade Light Ranger, which I explained already, or actually I didn't. So I explained that it's part of the Explore Core. This explores twice, which is great. Very powerful. Then we have our World Shaper, which I explained. Then we have Golgari Finebroker. When it enters the battlefield, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So with the Explorer, you'll end up putting a lot of stuff in the graveyard, and sometimes you want to get back, or part of our combo is all creature-based. So if our World Shaper is removed before our Bontu can hit the field, then we want to get it back. Then Golgari Finebroker is just a good way of doing that. We have Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. I added this last night because it's helps us from milling ourselves, or rather it doesn't help us milling ourselves, it makes milling ourselves mean something. And I actually won a couple of times doing that, milling, because you just draw so many cards, you draw all the cards and then you put down a Jace and then you just mill yourself completely. And it's pretty funny when it happens. So that's what he's in there for. So what does he do? So Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, if you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. So basically you mill yourself, you win. Then his +1 is target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, draw a card, and his -8 is draw 7 cards, and if your library has no cards in it, you win the game. All right, so Vraska's Contempt. Here's our removal now. Exile target creature or planeswalker, you gain 2 life. Very simple. Scapeshift. So sacrifice any number of lands, search your library for up to that many land cards, put them into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So Scapeshift's just a good way of getting our combo, kind of like, increasing the power of our combo. So if we Scapeshift before our Bontu, our World Shaper Bontu combo happens, or even just before we get a World Shaper out and it dies by itself without Bontu, then we can get a lot of lands out on the fields, right? So Scapeshift helps thin our deck out so that more of our draws are active, and it works with our World Shaper to turn it on. And it also works with the next card that we're going to be looking at. So that's Tatyova Benthic Druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and draw a card. So if she's out and you Scapeshift, then you can gain a bunch of life and you can draw a bunch of cards. It's really nice. And then of course, if she's out when you have the Bontu World Shaper combo, then it's just like golden, right? Because you're just drawing so many cards. Like at this point, you really have to count your cards and find out how many cards you're going to be drawing, because you don't want to mill yourself. Unless you have a Jace out, of course, and then you do want to mill yourself. So anyway, that is the deck. We have a couple of special lands here. We have Memorial to Folly, which is, it enters the battlefield tap, add a black, but it has a special ability to sacrifice it and a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's just a way of getting some of your stuff back, some of our combos back, and then we have a Reliquary Tower, which means that we have no maximum hand size, because oftentimes when we do this combo, we'll end up with more, like way more than 7 cards in our hand. All right, so anyway, that was a lot. Let's get in and see how it does. We are just gonna play in casual queue, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so this is pretty good. We have a turn 2 Thought Erasure. No, we don't, because these are all our tap lands. Okay, well we have a turn 3 Thought Erasure, but I think we can still keep it. So we'll put down a Memorial, because if we draw an actual island next turn, or a pain land that has an island as part of it, then we'll be able to cast it. We got a Jace. Okay, so next turn we'll Hinterland Harbor and Thought Erasure. Bishop Soldier. Okay, so this is like life gain white weenie. I guess we don't need to Hinterland anymore, so we'll drop that and we'll take a look. What do you got? Okay, so Fountain of Renewal, a Johnny's Primate. I'm not quite sure. These are all good. Conclave Tribunal. I think the most dangerous one at the moment is Leonin War Leader, but he can't cast that yet. He needs one more planes. I'm gonna get rid of it anyway. That's a good card. I'll keep that. That one will deal with his Pride Mate, which is another good card. Okay, which he's dropping right now. So now it's a big boy. I think we're just gonna... Ooh, actually we can't cast it. Maybe we should Scape Shift. No, I think we'll Jade Light Ranger. We'll Jade Light Ranger and we'll block. I think we'll library that. Use it to draw cards and gain life. Because we're gonna need that. Ooh, another one. Alright, well, it's strong. We're in trouble. Actually, I think we should block this here. Yep. And we're going to have to pay 2 life. And will Vraska's Contempt it? Yep. Oh boy. He got a good draw. A Johnny's Pride Mate with Bound of Renewal and a Johnny's Welcome. Yeah, okay. It's good. It's strong. So we're gonna have to Hydroid Crisis for a bunch, I think, is what we're gonna do here. Yeah. For as much as possible. So what's that for? He can Conclave Tribunal it. Nothing we can do about that. Hopefully we can draw an answer. Jade Light Ranger and Wild Growth Walker is not bad as far as answers go. It'll gain us life. And they can be good blockers. Can we cast them both? We can't. Yeah. So he's going to Tribunal that. Very well. Bam. He gets in strong. We still can't cast both of these. So we're just going to have to put one out as a blocker. And hope that he doesn't have removal for it. Are we going to be able to kill that? I don't think so. I think I gotta bin it, which is unfortunate. But yeah. Alright. Let's bring out a Jace. And mill him also. Just because we can. Draw a card. Does he have removal? No. Might get some though. We need removal. We need another Vraska's Contempt here. Okay. If he attacks Jace... No. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's like really stupid if that's something that you're gonna do. Alright. We can Memorial to Folly. It's a matter of give and take. Okay, that was a great draw. That was a good draw. Okay, so we can put out 2 of these. And a Branch Walker. Now we have blockers and library. We'll library that. And we'll gain some life. Oh boy. Yeah, we need a Vraska's Contempt like super hard to deal with this guy. I mean, we can't just draw. We'll eventually draw 7 cards if he doesn't, you know, come after us anymore. And we will Memorial to Folly this Jade Light Ranger. For sure. Should we do that next turn, or should we Hydroid Crisis next turn? Well, let's see what we draw, honestly. Okay, at this point he's going to try and go wide. We just need blockers for Johnny's, really. Alright. So let's mill you.
This will come in handy.
Bontu. Okay. Okay. Wait. What do we have? We have 8. So we're not going to pay for this. We're just going to make this for 6. Cool. No attacks. Alright. So we'll probably sacrifice a Wild Growth Walker to the Johnny Pridemate God. Something tells me this guy's not going to be giving up anytime soon, so we might be able to get our combo off with him. Hopefully we can survive until then. Gosh. Okay, okay, okay. I got it. You gained a lot of life. And he's going to smash in with his Pridemate. And we're going to block it this way. Alright. So, do we want to scape shift? Maybe? Do we want to scape shift? Scape shifting would definitely thin our deck out quite a bit, which we kind of do need. Here, let's do this first.
There's always an answer.
Okay. So we'll Wild Growth Walker, Jade Light, Ranger, Scape Shift. I think is what we're going to do. Do we have what we need in the graveyard? We don't. But we could... No, we're gonna Scape Shift anyway. So let's graveyard that. And graveyard that. Library. We'll library that. Do we want to Scape Shift? I think we do. I think we do want to Scape Shift. Oh, we can't. Okay. No attacks. I guess we'll Thought Erasure just for the Surveil. I think. Oh, you know what? That was dumb. We already knew it was there. That was dumb of me. Whoops. That was mistake. Mistake number 1. Punt it. Let's see how many we'll make. Okay. Whatever. We'll just draw a bunch with a Hydroid Crisis. I guess there's worse things to do. This is the life gain wars. But I think if he can't kill my Jace, honestly, I think we can mill ourselves. Right? So we're gonna block with a Ranger. Get out of here. Pinchy McButt face, or whatever your name is. Okay. What, you just want to gain life? It seems kind of stupid. Why would you do that? I see, because you want an angel. Sure. Alright, so how many cards do we have? We've got 10 lands. 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can draw 13. We could Scape Shift this turn. Okay, so maybe this is what we should do. Wait, hold on. Let's think about this. So I can mill myself 2 this turn. Right? I can mill myself 2 this turn. Then we'll be at 28. And then I can... How many... I can Hydroid Crisis for 9. Drawing 4. Alright. Maybe we should just Scape Shift and get all the lands out. I think that might be what we want to do. So, let's mill him.
This will come in handy.
Draw a card. Ooh, that's great. Actually, that's exactly what we want, isn't it? Yeah. Right? Because now we can... We have 29, so we have We have 11 lands out. We'll draw 11 cards. We'll draw 12 cards. No, we should scape shift this turn. Let's do this first. Submit one. Oh, we can't just scape shift. Damn it. I didn't count my mana out right. We'll gain a bunch of life, though. Let's gain a bunch of life. Graveyard. Graveyard. No attacks. Okay. Okay, so next turn, we'll scape shift. Right. We can scape shift and then God Eternal Bontu, and we should draw enough to mill ourselves. Yes? I mean, if we got a Tatiova, then that would be really good, too. We just have to make sure that Jace does not die. Jace needs to not die. So we will block the Resplendent Angel with our Hydroid Crisis if he attacks with her. Okay. I think we have a plan. We have a plan, because 12 of these 27 cards are lands. Okay, so we'll block here. We'll block here. Wait a minute. He's just attacking me. I'll let that one in. I think he just wants to gain the life, which is fine. Okay, and he draws the card. He doesn't have any... He can't cast too much. Another Johnny's Welcome. I don't care. I think this is good. I think we have this. Alright, pay 2 life for that. We scape shift. And we sacrifice all of our lands. No, wait. Hold on. We don't sacrifice the ones that we need to tap Bontu for, right? Yes, okay. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. What? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Submit 6. Yes? Okay. And then we get a bunch, right? All the tapped ones. Wow. Alright, I apologize if I'm, like, super messing this up. This is a very complicated, this is a very, complicated combo sometimes. Okay, so we'll sacrifice all of our lands, right? Draw a ton of cards. Are we drawing enough? Enters tapped. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tapped, tapped. Right? 8. Draw 7 cards. Shit. We need to draw 1 more card. Oh! We need to draw 1 more card. I mean, can he kill us? Can he kill my Jace? I don't think he can kill us or Jace. So I'm gonna mill you, I guess. Right? Just to make sure that he can't kill my Jace. If he's got a Conclave Tribunal on our Jace. If he's got a Conclave Tribunal on our Jace, then we are just screwed, I think. Ooh, Finale of Revelation. No, we wouldn't be screwed. We could still do some stuff, I think. Please don't Conclave Tribunal our Jace. Please don't kill our Jace. We miscounted. We should have sacrificed another creature, right? If we sacrificed 1 more permanent, then we would have won. We would have just won. This requires a lot. No, he does have it. Ugh. Shit. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see what we can do here, okay? Okay, so here's what we can do. If we get our Liliana, not our Liliana, our Finale of Eternity, right? So we're gonna have our finale. We're gonna have lots of answers here. So we have to kill that. Let's kill this. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That was a huge mistake. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, let's just, let's see what we got here. We can Tatiova Benthic Druid. We don't have any more lands. Like, let's just Thought Erasure. Let's see what he has. He's got another Pride Mate. Yeah, I don't need another one of those. It doesn't really matter. None of it matters. We're gonna Vraska's Contempt. And let's just make sure that we have enough land. Yes, we do. Okay. Well, I suppose we could just keep that open. We want to Finale of Revelation for not a shit ton. 10. We only want 10 because we're only going to have 11 more cards in our hand. Ugh. So we'll do this for 10. Untap up to 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So what do we want now? What do we need to do here? Like another Wild Growth Walker, right? No. It's hard to target things. Okay, so we want this. I wish I could search my hand for... Where is it? Where are you? Do we not have one? I guess we don't have a what is it? Jade Light Ranger? How do we not have any Jade Light Rangers? Where are they all? I think Untapped is broken too. Okay. I think we're just going to attack with Bontu. Honestly, I don't see us winning this without Jace. I don't think there's any way that we can get him back. Right? I don't think there's any way to get him back. So we're gonna have to do the best we can do with only 10. Yep. We need a board wipe is what we need. Where did all of our Jade Light Rangers go? They must all be in there, but Untapped GG does not understand this. It's like I don't get it. What? Yeah. I think we did break a couple of things here. All right. So we're just gonna, well, resolve. Sure. Yep. 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 Yeah. 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 Thank goodness they don't trample. Jeez. Okay. Got it. Yes. Understood. Hey. So he's just going to start attacking with everything. I mean, we are on a timer here. Tick tock, huh? Okay, and he's just trying to like gain as much life as possible. Like I really don't care. So we're gonna block here. We're gonna block here. And then I guess, do we care about that? We do, I think. If he's not attacking. Oh, did we just basket contempt the one that we blocked? like, okay. All the mistakes, just make them all in one day, and then for the rest of my gaming career, I will not make any more mistakes. I don't think that's how it works, honestly, but, you know, whatever. Whatever, man. Okay, so now we want to... Like, I don't even freaking know. What do we do here? 3 planes. Finale of Eternity. There it is. Okay. So... Like, I want to put out some creatures, but I don't want to draw any more cards, like, honestly. Or maybe I do? Okay, so if we kill all of their flyers, right? If we kill all their flyers, how long will it take us to kill them? How long will it take us to kill them? I mean... Ugh. Pay 2, I guess. Just create a 2/2 flyer. Drawing a card. So 1, 2, 3. So X equals 3. We don't have any creatures that we want to bring back, right? 1, 2, 3. 4, sorry. Power, toughness X or less. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we might be able to prevent ourselves from milling with God Eternal Bontu, right? Because we can just put it to the bottom, put it into our library, right? We can just put it into our, we can just put it into our library. Yeah. Sure. And just keep drawing it. So we shouldn't mill ourselves, right? We should technically not ever mill ourselves. Because we have her. I wish I could get these spells back, honestly. Alright, let's drop a land. And we'll Branchwalker. Library. Okay, they've seen enough. Oh my god. That was just like the most ridiculous battle ever. That was like the most ridiculous battle ever. How long did that take? That took like 20 minutes. Well, we won, and that's the most important part. And you got to see like the combo. Like if they didn't get our Jace, then we would. We made a bunch of mistakes there. It could have gone so much more smoothly. All right, Langwill. Let's see you. Ugh. I don't know if I like this. We have only our tapped lands. We have 2 Merfolk Branchwalkers to help fix us. So, I mean, it's not the worst hand I've ever seen in my life, but it's really not that great. 2 Tatiovas. Yeah, I think we'll keep it. I think we'll keep it. This could be a bad keep, but hopefully not. Hopefully it's not a bad keep. Crisis. Okay, well, that will help us draw if we are having trouble here. So it looks like we're playing against a Orzhov. Orzhov something slow. Okay, great. We got a land, just what we wanted. All the tap lands, all of them. All of them. Just every single one that exists in this deck. Ah. I'll attack. Sometimes this game lags out and like thinks that I click things that I didn't mean to click, which can be really dangerous if you're trying to click on things. Trying specifically not to click on other things. Okay, yeah. We'll put that in tapped so that next turn we get a ground catacomb, not tapped. And Tatiova, I guess, yeah. I guess that's what we do. That's what we do, that's who we be. Like, it looks like he Oh, okay, sure. Let's Tatsiova. Next turn we can Hydroid Crisis for 4 if we want. He might kill the Tatsiova here. He is black-white after all. He certainly should have the ability to do so. Okay. Twilight Prophet. Maybe we should just contempt that, but it's not ascending yet. Not ascending yet, so maybe we'll just Crisis for 4. Lots of land. All the land, all of it, no attacks. Karn's Bastion, Ritual of Soot. Alright. Aw. You jerk. Sure. Alright, what do we want to do here? I think we probably want to contempt. We can contempt that. How close is he to ascending? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's not close to ascending. Let's get back Crisis. We can cast it for 1. Why would we do that? We don't want to do that. End turn. We will, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 lands. Okay, that's obviously a problem. So we're gonna want to contempt that, actually. But he's ascended now. But that is like a huge problem. Obviously. So we really do want to get rid of that. She's gonna be too expensive to do both. So I honestly just think I want to kill this now. Let's get in against her. Maybe. Probably just block with the zombie, which is fine. Oh yeah, you know what? We probably should have killed it before we did that, but whoops. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, whatever, girl. Get in there. Die. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, enter tapped. I actually wanted to enter untapped so that we could Golgari back something, but oh well. We're gonna have to deal with the Twilight Prophet later, I guess. Dawn of Hope. The Dawn of Mope. Sure. So we'll Benthic Druid, drop a forest. You're not the only one who can draw cards, my friend. And there's Bontu. Okay. So now we have to be very careful, because we don't want him to be able to kill our combo before we get it off. I think we have enough mana to actually get off our combo in 1 turn. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to Broker for another Tatsiova, I guess. Nah, for a Merfolk Branchwalker. We don't need another one. If he wants to kill a Tatsiova, then he can. Tidetaker, okay. That's not going to matter against us. Our combo anyway. And hopefully we can draw a Reliquary. Or do we want a Finale? Hold on. How many? So we have 9. Okay. Alright. That's too bad. So this is like a Liliana deck, basically. Alright. So let's World Shaper. Actually, let's get in first. And then we'll World Shaper, and then we'll Bontu. Hopefully drawing a reliquary thingy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reliquary Tower. Tapped, tap. which we didn't. It doesn't look like we did draw that. Alright, so we'll just drop a harbor. And we'll drop more lands. What do we want? We'll probably want to keep... We can drop a Branch Walker, Woodland Cemetery. Oh, Escape Shift? Ah. Watery Grave. How many do we need to drop? A lot. We need to drop a lot. I don't want to drop any of our Thought Erasures. Maybe our World Shaper, Wild Growth Walkers. Maybe not all of them, though. Maybe we can drop our Escape Shift. Okay. So we can... Finale of Revelation. He might want to kill our God Eternal Bontu. But we can finale of Revelation. Sure. What do we have? We have 19 lands. Do we really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we don't. We only have 10. So we can't even finale of Revelation. Mm-hmm. I mean, we can, but we're not gonna wanna. We're not gonna wanna. Okay. So, let's Thought Erasure. Ugin. Yeah. And we can do a second one. For a Contempt. I guess. Yeah. And can we Golgari Finebreaker, Broker, and Contempt? I don't think we can. We definitely want to get rid of this guy, though. We don't want him hanging around. So I'm just going to get rid of him now. You. Go away. And we'll bring out a Wild Growth Walker. So, okay, so... and we'll attack. Because why not? Sure. Sure. Whoa. What was that? Okay, I don't really care about that. So we want to get our World Shaper back, because we want to do the combo again. Maybe we want to wait till we Finale of Revelation to get to do the combo again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need one more land. We could Golgari Finebroker for a land. And then Finale of Revelation. Is that what we want to do? Maybe we could Hydroid Crisis. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, Hydroid Crisis. We have 11. Hydroid Crisis for 9. He can kill it or Conclave Tribunal or whatever, but we draw a bunch and we gain some life. So we want a Reliquary Tower. But next turn, I think, honestly, we'll just Finale Revelation for 10. Honestly, I think that's kind of what we want to do, right? We'll attack for all of this. He can put some dudes into play if he wants. He can put 2 into play. Settle the wreckage. Alright. Sure. Yeah, take that action, I guess. We only have 1, but that's okay. Yeah. We can do the World Shaper thing again. And probably get out Jace, actually. He's got a Conclave Tribunal, so Jace is not going to win it for us unless we can do it, like, all of a sudden. If we can do a surprise. Which we might be able to. Alright, more land. Okay. We need to think quickly because he, or not quickly, but carefully, because he might be able to just kill us at some point here. We want... Do we want to do the Shaper Bontu? If we do a Shaper Bontu, we would need to make sure that we don't mill ourselves unless we can cast Jace. So how many lands do we have? We have 14 lands. So that's 9. We would be able to cast Jace and do our Shaper Bontu. And we'd be able to sacrifice 10 lands. So we... Okay, so I think we gotta do this first. Do we want to do this first? Oh boy. Yeah, no, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Because I don't know if he can kill us. He can cast one more of his dudes, right? Okay. So he exiled it. Very good. Alright, so do we still want to submit some things? I think we do. Let's just do a couple. We don't need to do a ton. Okay, good. Jade Ranger. No. Let's get Golgari Finebroker for a Shaper for a Crisis. And then we can Finale of Eternity. Honestly. We could Finale of Eternity. He's gonna wanna... I don't know why he must have this for Liliana's. Like, he must have another Liliana or an Ugin or something. Because I don't know why he has all this proliferate nonsense going on. Except for if it's for, like, a Planeswalker. Which it seems like that's what it's for. So next turn we'll Finale of Eternity. And we can get all of our shit back. How many creatures do we have in here, though? Honestly, we don't... Wild Growth Walker, World Shaper, Merfolk, Tatiovas? Yeah, okay. That's good. Yep, we'll Finale of Eternity for 10. Yeah, sure. I don't care about that. And actually, we're gonna decline. Because we can just get that back. With our Finale of Eternity. This is actually going to be a really interesting turn. Okay. So, Finale of Eternity for 10. 1, 2, 3. All right. I mean, library? Library. And how many lands do we have? Okay, so we have 18 cards. So why don't we sacrifice one of these guys? And we have a Tatiova in here too, so we don't want to do too much. So we know that there's a Jace in here, right? We know that there's a Jace in here. We got to make sure that what we... Okay, so we can sacrifice 5 things, right? Because then we'll draw 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9. We can do 9? No, we don't want to do 9. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? There's Jace. Tapped, 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 tapped. Right. 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 Where's my reliquary tower? There it is. Okay. That was just the right amount. Did we drop a land yet? Okay. So, discard a bunch of cards. That... not the Jace. Anything but the Jace. So, yeah. That... 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 Lots of these things. We need the Thought Erasures. Drop all these things. Okay. So we need the Jace and the Thought Erasures because we need the Jace, obviously, for obvious reasons. That's how we're gonna win. And we need to make sure that he doesn't have any way of getting rid of Jace. So we already know he's got a bunch of this stuff. I don't think it can kill us. I don't think it can make us draw cards. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Stop this fight, but I will finish it. The weak feed the
Okay.
strong.
Wars of Enforcer. Tide Taker. Grateful Apparition. Okay. So now we Thought Erasure. Conclave Tribunal. Very good. And done. Jace.
You've already lost. You just don't. Let's try this.
Oh my god. So, like, super dirtily, right? But it's just so amazing. Feels good, man. That feels good. Feels good. Alright, well, I think that's pretty good. I don't think it can get better of a showing than that. We got the chance to play all of our cards, pretty much. We got to win with our Jace. Did we play the Finale of Revelation at all? I actually don't think we did. But Finale of Eternity was like, good. So, yeah. That's the World Shaper deck. World Cycler, which is what I called it. But anyway, you can call it whatever you want. But it's fun, for sure. So, yeah, that was the World Shaper deck. I hope you guys had a good time watching me play. I had a wonderful time playing. Until next time, have great luck in all of your games, and I will see you later. Bye.